Rivers and recurves with a $5 super chat right off the bat.
Bring it on. Cheers.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh
man, Crazy Cord, what's going on?
We should move it back a little bit, just that way Tim's in here too, because I don't think
back a little bit.
It's up to you, I guess, but Tim's
maybe
not even in it.
Tim.
I don't blame them, first off, but that's not the question at hand
it up
here.
A little.
Because they kind of have to be able to see everybody in the bar. I mean, you could, but like my head is cut off too.
Tell me when.
Oh, it's not on this. It's not on there. On there it is. Oh, because he's just scrolled down.
I'm scrolled down.
Keep going back. I'm sorry.
Maybe move it towards the wall a little bit too. Then you can.
And then and then turn it. Yep, just twist. Give her a little twisty. A little bit more. A little bit more. Perfect. Perfect. There we go. Sorry, guys. We probably should have figured this out.
Now I can rub legs with Tim.
Well, you can't
who
really.
We got?
You can't really see the setup.
What's up, Craig?
Craig, what's up? Millers, what's up? Timon, what's up? What's up?
What's up?
Jason, how's everybody doing?
Damn, look at that.
What are you guys up to? Chat's just ripping right off the.
What is
right
going
off the
on?
No exploding.
No exploding beers tonight. Unfortunately, we did enough of that last night. Actually.
Oh man.
We were out. Al and I were out till 2 a.m.
It was a late one.
Left at like 10:30.
You guys would have really enjoyed going live from there, but I don't think we would have had cell service, which is probably why we can get away with the shenanigans we can down there.
Right. But hell yeah, figure we'd take a little break from the festivities because we've been hunting pretty hard. West Virginia.
There he is, Bill just.
And now PA, and Bill just showed up with 40s.
Oh crap, we do got to start with those, don't we? Son of a. Oh man.
All right, buddy. You made your decisions last night.
Nope. Tim, you missed a great night, okay?
You didn't.
I have no regrets.
I didn't know because I did, even though I didn't see shit, I still got to go out hunting.
For anybody who's not in the military.
You have your volume on all the time.
It's not mine.
Do you have your volume on?
Automatically blames Timmy for it.
It's normally him.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, we got the 40s.
Oh, boy. Well, so we got to figure out something so Bill's in here.
Well, I'm going to move over some more.
We're all
I'll
scooching.
move over some more.
We're all scooching. You need it today?
I need it.
Jeez.
Bill can hit the corner over there.
I wouldn't. I'd just sit in the corner, sorry. We can stagger a little. I'll move back a little bit. Maybe they can see the white legs. There we go.
I don't need to see the whole
Oh, yeah. Now we got all these beers on our faces.
Oh, boy. This is going to be... We're in for a night. Let's get it.
What's up, guys? Been a while since I've been on here. Well, it's been a while since I've been in this basement doing a live.
Mm-hmm. Colleen, what's up?
Let's start this thing off right here.
Yeah, let's get it, gentlemen.
With
Nice
the big,
down here,
the
Sean.
big 40.
All those big bucks on the back wall.
Heck yeah.
All right, cheers, boys.
Trying to add another, but it ain't working out.
Yeah, I get that.
I knew after I didn't shoot that little 5-point that I would regret it for the rest of the season. I mean, I guess not, because then I wouldn't have shot the bigger one, but
Right.
didn't recover him, just, you know.
Yeah. Let's explode this a little.
Oh, you're going to be hunting all week, too.
I probably will. We're supposed to get a lot of rain I'm sorry, not rain. We're supposed to get snow on Tuesday.
So I think we're saying, what, 4 to 6 maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 to 6 inches of snow
It's
on
changing.
Tuesday. It changes daily, so we'll know more on Tuesday, obviously.
There you go. Jason, how do you like the Apple computer?
It's very old. It's a very old computer, and it's just getting by. That's all. I think this is a 2012 model, so I'm due for an upgrade. What do you have? You just have a Windows?
I don't edit from my computer though, like you do. So I most of my editing. So if I'm using Adobe, I do edit from the computer. I forget what I have though. It's normal.
Yeah. So Tim, myself, and Al were in West Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
Tim struck out. Al and I brought home a deer, a 2-doe.
Yeah, we could talk about that.
Hell yeah.
And Bill was adventurous as well. He went up and did some steelhead fishing, right?
Oh yeah,
Excuse me.
So and it looked like you were successful.
it was a good few days.
So did you eat the steelhead that you caught?
I brought home probably 12 steelhead
Nice.
between the kids because they donated it to me.
Yeah.
Wow.
So my
Wow.
freezer
Jeez.
is full.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Craig said switch the mic to the other side.
It looked pretty brutal up there, weather-wise.
Yeah, you got snow up there. They got a lot of snow.
Snow,
Okay.
wind.
Yeah, that's up in Erie, Pennsylvania.
Yep,
for
up in
anybody-
Erie.
Yeah, for anybody who doesn't know.
Yeah, Bill was up in Erie. We were down in West Virginia. Our party, we had 7 hunters, and we got 6 deer out of the 7. Right?
Yeah, but I think Tony, like, you really can't include him because he kind of just goes for walks in the woods, right? Like, I don't know if he's really even hunting. Like,
He's there for the guys trip.
he definitely is.
It
That's
is.
what he
It
goes
is.
for.
It is good time. Sam went, but he didn't hunt. He just wanted to get out the house, and he actually worked from the cabin. So
The beer hunting was great. I mean, we brought home a lot of beers.
yes,
Well, we didn't. We killed a lot of
we
beers.
did
though.
kill a lot of beers.
Yeah, that was-
a lot of beers.
I
lot of
went
beers.
6 days or 5 days without any water.
Yeah, it was.
I felt like crap. I felt like complete garbage.
I know.
after that
I know.
trip.
I know. The 2 nights I was over to visit you guys, we brought our own beer and then tapped in yours also.
Yeah.
Between 2 of us, I think the one night before I left your place, I was probably 12 beers deep
So the first
in
night,
2 hours.
the first night, I bought a case. You bought a case. I'm pretty sure almost everybody bought a case, and we were pretty much out of beer by day 2.
Yeah, Sam and I were back at the cabin blowing beers up. These guys are out hunting, and the echo through that valley was
Oh, it's insane.
ridiculous.
So one of the guys in the group is like, "Who's shooting already?" Because I was over a mile away, and it straight up sounded like gunshots. going
Meanwhile,
off in the valley.
it's archery season.
It was a good time. It was
But,
a good time.
But they thought we were pegging them at the cabin. I actually told them we had 3 down at the cabin, but we didn't. But we were just blowing up beer cans. It was a good time.
Yeah, it was a really good time.
Donald, what do you do in the guard? I am a light-wheeled mechanic at the moment, and on my civilian job, I am a supervisor of the armament section. So we can do that. This guy's in the guard too, and so is my cousin. So
I'm a property book officer.
yeah,
I'm a heavy vehicle operator.
doesn't do much operation though. He
No, I
sucks at
also
it.
I also work with him in the property book office, so I kind of do a mixture of both. Just depends when they
So
need
your
me to
property
actually
book
drive.
on both sides,
Yes.
guard and tech side.
Yeah. So my full-time position is property book office, and then on the M-Day side, it's property book officer. So, what is up, Tony Woods? What's up? We got a lot of
Tony.
people. I like this. This is good. Probably need to work on the questions a little bit.
Yeah. If you have a question, just put 500I in front of it. That's how I can pick out the questions. So put 500I and then your question. I can pick them out like that. Dan does the whole queue. I'll just do the 500I.
That's a good idea.
I don't know. I think that 500i last night has yours beat.
that little
I
toy one?
think you need to show that in a video. I think you need to start a video.
I
of
have
that.
a small one over there.
But is that a 500i?
No, it's some Chinese made thing.
So you gotta go borrow Rowan's 500i and start a video. off
Colleen
of it.
said it's -4 up there.
Yeah, I've been following her Facebook posts.
They just
pretty
got
closely.
snow.
Yeah,
a
they
good
did.
snow.
I know, and I told her to keep it up there, and somehow we're getting snow on Tuesday. So thank you for not keeping it up there. I
Whatever.
look forward to shoveling.
Just so happens I'm off work Tuesday, so I'll be hunting in the snow.
I will not be going into work.
Colleen's the one that
So
gave us the
Yeah.
forecast
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
quite a bit ahead of time.
just bring our computers.
Yeah.
home. That's the nice thing. Like, we can work from home. We can work.
So
from home.
far I have 3 deer down. Al has 7, including Maryland deer.
I have
West
one.
Virginia.
Which one do you have?
The doe from up.
Oh
top.
yeah, the small doe. Yeah, like my doe.
Yeah.
Well, I have a doe in West Virginia and 2 doe here in PA. 1 small doe, 2 big does. Bill has, how many you got, Bill?
Yeah. 1 in the freezer, and I missed 6. Early archery season.
Yeah, the missing is a thing right now. I missed 3 down in West Virginia.
1 in PA with the rifle.
So Tim,
It's all
why
right,
do
it's
you
all
think you
right.
missed in West Virginia? Do you want to talk about that for a second? And
Well-
talk about some important
Well, I took a 200-yard shot
multiple
and
200-yard shots.
3 shots over 175 yards. And then Wednesday when I got home, Wednesday morning I went down to shoot the gun and found out at 100 yards it was hitting 5 inches high. So at 200 yards,
Yeah, it's probably hitting 22 inches high.
thank God nobody else was behind them deer, or else.
Did you get a new scope for the gun then?
His
So
30-30, yes.
the 30-30, yes, because so I also shot my 30-30 on Wednesday, and Bill can even sit here and vouch for that.
I'll acknowledge it.
I could not get a grouping with the 30-30 to save my life. Now the 30-30 had a 20-year-old scope on it. It was an old Tasco scope, which I don't even think they make them anymore.
I don't know.
But that scope been on that gun since I was 10. So I went down, and that was a $130 bill to get a new scope put on, plus more shells because I shot so many. And by the end of the day shooting it, I had it in a 8-inch diameter circle. So
I shot a good bit down in West Virginia.
Well, yeah, Al took the
I took the AR-10. down there.
AR-10 in 308.
It was a good time.
So, so I'm hauling a deer up this hill like this, and next thing you know, I hear two gunshots back to back. I'm like, oh crap, that's Al. And then 3 more. I'm like, oh crap, and they're not too far away. Thank God the hill was there. I'm like, if I hear 5 more, I'm getting under this deer, and I'm just gonna lay here for a bit.
Well, if you have them, shoot them. You know, like I don't know what else to say. So meanwhile, like I had just shot my deer, you were dragging your deer out, and I was just saw 2 more, and I was like, well, what's an extra 200 pounds of meat, you know? So I just started shooting. So anyway, I started blasting, like that meme. Oh.
Yeah.
no, but your guys' group did really good in West Virginia compared to mine.
I mean, we normally do. I mean,
So
there's only
mine.
1 year that we didn't like
That was
have over 3.
that was 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah. So
2 years ago, I think it was. But usually the group I go with, we usually do pretty good. But this year we only had 1 out of 6 of us. We had misses, obviously. I missed 3 of them. 2 of them.
Corey missed.
Corey missed.
So the takeaway is just sighting your gun before going down, right?
Correct.
Just shake your head, yes please.
North south.
Yep. Yep. North south. Yep.
So
Right.
back up here at the top. Let's see. Clayton Blunt said he did 14 years in the Air Force as
Nice.
a carpenter. Thank you for your service.
Yep.
How did the opening day go? We pretty much did that. Opening day went here in PA.
Well, we
I got a
didn't talk about that at
doe.
all.
I got
Yeah.
a doe. Bill was up in Erie hunting.
I missed.
He's seen a bunch of doe, no bucks.
No bucks. I tried to get a doe tag. I didn't realize that everything was sold out.
Yeah.
Like statewide, everything is sold out.
It sells out there like real quick though, because that's 2F, isn't it? That's
It's 1B.
oh okay, maybe not
Yeah.
then. Okay, I thought that was 2F, 2G.
Everything was. I was thinking, man, if I can go scab a doe tag from Walmart, I mean, I'd be set.
Yeah,
Well,
I
you
just got my DMAP tags for around here.
I was gonna say
yesterday.
you should have looked into that because there's still like thousands of DMAP tags for where we're hunting.
Really?
Yeah.
At the rate I'm going, it's pointless.
Yeah, how many regular doe tags you have?
1 doe tag, 1 ag tag.
So if you don't know what an ag tag is, we call it
Red tag.
red tags or ag tags. The farmers get allotted so many tags, and they give them to people to go shoot deer on their property. So
And that starts August 1st.
yes,
August
August
1st
till
and
April 15th.
15th.
Yeah.
So we get a longer time to actually hunt.
Yeah, hunting 9 months out of the year.
It's not over till it's over.
Well, we got an
I agree.
extended rifle
I
season.
don't know why you
too.
weren't out this
Yeah,
morning, Bill.
and I'm not worried yet. Like
Yes.
Donnie said, he got a doe the first day. You didn't make it out, or did you get out? You went
No,
out.
he
the
I went
evening.
out. I saw a bunch of deer. I'm still seeing rut activity. There was buck chasing doe yesterday.
But you
so-
went to an archery only area.
Correct. Yeah, I'm not hunting somewhere with rifle. I don't like rifles that much. I really don't like Pennsylvania people with rifles. That orange army scares me. I don't want to be anywhere near it or a part of it. So
Yeah, but you're having a blast now.
Well, I'm telling you, there
Enjoying
wasn't
it?
much shooting yesterday.
I enjoyed
no.
West Virginia, but it was more so about the camaraderie and hanging out with a group of guys. Like I used to go salmon fishing, and I don't do that anymore because I
Yeah.
just hunt. So it's nice to have that getaway and still be able to go out and shoot something. So, but and you know, I was scared for my life down there too because it's all Pennsylvania people. It's like opening day up here. Like it's
Yeah, I'm glad you were scared for your life, but he thought he had a duck under a dead deer.
Yeah.
well, you know.
I know why semi-automatic's not legal in Pennsylvania.
Well,
It don't matter.
There was no orange in the background. I'm good.
Their semi-automatic is legal in PA. It's when they do fucking deer drives and they just let lead fly through the woods.
I'm
they,
not
they
driving
do that
deer.
without semi-autos.
Yeah, but it sounds like a semi-auto. I mean, personally, I think driving deer should be illegal, but
Andy said he didn't fire a shot
hunting.
for rifle season. Seen a few pretty slow. If we didn't have 2 in the freezer, shots would have been fired. That makes sense. I have 1 in the freezer right now. I got 2 more at the butcher shop. I used to do all my own deer. Al does all his own. Well, he took a couple chunks.
I took cubed meat to the butcher because I want to get sticks made up. I don't.
Yeah.
It takes me about an hour to butcher a deer. Once it's skinned and quartered, we do that the night it's harvested, and then then the next day it takes me about an hour to debone and vacuum seal everything. So I'm pretty efficient with it, but to actually sit down and do the sticks, and I don't have a good recipe. I don't like messing with the smoker. It's just a pain in the butt. So I'd rather spend the $150 and just take it somewhere.
Well, we'll see how you like your sticks this year. If you don't, you can bring some meat down when we do sticks and hop in with us.
Stuffing sticks sucks.
I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to mix my meat with the green long deer.
No, that got thrown out.
Yeah, sure it did. Yeah.
That got thrown out. You have other people here. But, I mean, sticks is not that bad to do as long as you have the right system down of doing it.
Yeah.
Like me, Todd, and Chuck, we're pretty good at who does what and who's good at doing what, so we stick to that.
Mm-hmm.
And until you get somebody that's really drunk in there and tries to do it and they blow out the casings every 10 inches, then it's pain in the ass. But it also goes by what casings you use.
You guys also spend an entire weekend. You spend multiple weekends just doing sticks, just doing saw. It's more so the time for me than anything.
Well, we talked about it this year. Last year was terrible because we tried smoking when it was 5 degrees outside and we couldn't get the smoker up to temp to save our lives. So we're going to do all the fresh stuff early, save all the smoking until like March time frame where we don't have to worry about it being so cold.
Well, we got to build your smoker yet too. So
what's up, AA?
What's up, buddy?
We got to build your double smoker yet too.
Yeah, we'll do that one weekend. We got to find sheet metal or something to put to separate that.
Oh,
I can find a bunch for you.
I can hook you up, buddy.
I'll get it tomorrow.
So you guys all have your Campfire Chronicle hats on?
Yeah.
Yeah, where's yours at?
Yeah,
Bill?
where's yours
I
at?
wore mine every other live and none of you did.
That's not true.
That's a
What's-
false. If
That's
you
false.
go back on every Campfire Chronicles live since we had the hats, I have it every single live.
Sometimes I forget.
I even had it down in West Virginia.
I brought mine to West Virginia and didn't wear it.
So did I.
I made sure to pack it, and then I forgot it when we actually started the live. So that's on us.
Boys, bottles, and cans.
Bottles or cans. We're doing so. We try to start with the 40s, and
Bottles
then
or
we
cans.
go into other stuff.
Yeah, we got.
It would be-
12
I'm not going to
ounces,
make
too.
it past that tonight.
Look, I think Miller Lite needs to make a can bottle 40.
So pretty soon it won't be
Mm.
either. I have all of the hookups for my kegerator, so we will have Miller on tap, and then I'm thinking Guinness is the second beer.
I guess I'll have to save all my
How are we gonna
pounders
blow shit up?
for the fires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I really think Miller Lite needs to make 40s in aluminum bottles.
Can you imagine the explosion from
That's
that?
what I'm saying.
Thicker
Craig-
wax ring on it.
Craig said he pays $4 to $4.50 per pound. That's probably about where we're at. My guy is. It might be
It's
$5 or
$5.
$6,
It's fine.
but
Yep.
it's not bad. I mean, it takes a lot of time to do that stuff, and like my cousins get together and they all do it together. Like we used to have a group of people that would come together and do it too, but like I have everything to do it. I just choose not to. It's just easier taking it to the butcher because I just don't have time.
He had everything to do it. Now we borrow all of his stuff. But like they always say, when you need to borrow something 3 times or more, you might as well go buy your own stuff. So that's what we got into. We still have his grinder just because it's convenient, but if he ever needs it, he knows where it's at.
I think you guys just like getting together and drinking all weekend.
Well,
And that's like your excuse, and that's fine.
That's part of it. That's all part of it.
That's part of it.
I'm just
You
saying.
have a good time doing it, and we have a good group of people that do it. We have people that don't even go hunting.
Oh man.
We don't even have people that go, like, we have people that don't hunt that will come down and help us do deer meat just because they like hanging out, drinking, and doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
The better shores here.
I can't believe the misprinted shirt over there.
Tim's, dude, that thing's awesome. If you would sign it, I'd buy it, $200. Start the auction. So Tim's brother just walked down in the basement here.
The better shore, the killer.
Yep. Yeah, he's having a hell of a season this year. How many bucks you have down, Todd? 4?
Oh, I have $3.
$3.
It was 7 days since my last kill.
Want to know what screwed me up? My deployment screwed me up. I haven't had a good hunting season in PA since my deployment.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
blame it on the deployment. Yeah.
He saves them all for me.
Hey,
Blame it on the deployment.
Yeah.
Todd calls me a butterfly chaser, which is, if I get good bucks on camera, they're the ones I go after.
Yep.
But it also lets all the smaller bucks open for people like this kid right here.
Well, he's actually killing deer this year, so.
He shot his first buck this year by himself.
Yep.
Little 3-pointer.
Where's your old man, eh?
Me and Uncle Donald helped track it.
I think he's waiting for Sam to get back from softball practice.
No. Oh, so you came up with Uncle Todd.
He went to Nana Pap's to eat some chili.
Everybody good?
Yeah, we're still on 40s, but actually I'm half done my 40, so you
I'm
guys.
halfway.
I had
are
almost a
fine.
full beer when I got handed this, so I finished the can first.
You guys want to do some shots?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be great.
Some dopey shots.
Andy Sam said
That,
first.
I'm sorry, but that needs to be a challenge one day. Like that needs to be part of an archery challenge. If you miss, you're doing a swig of doe urine.
Stuff's obviously
Jason said he doesn't want to help.
that stuff's
Doesn't want
obviously
any
working
help
for you, huh?
processing his deer.
I agree. Like
So-
for the most part, it's just the sticks and bologna. That's the only thing I took to the butcher because I have all this cubed meat. Everything else, all the muscle meat I use for jerky.
Yeah.
I just end up with a ton of cubed meat that I don't use for anything. I don't do deer stew. What else are you gonna do with it? Grind, right?
Grind
That's
it, burger. You know what I mean? So I mean,
I don't mean, like deer burger is not as good as beef burger. It's just
well, that's
Like,
when
that's-
when I get my whatever's left from them processing my deer and making my sausage and bologna, I tell them to make burger and mix 20% beef with it. It's easy.
yeah. I'd just rather like you can use it for some stuff. Like you can use it in tacos. Like I like it in hamburger helper. Like you can do whatever with it, but I don't know. It's just not
Deer
it's not-
chili,
Chili's
deer,
good. Yeah.
deer spaghetti, deer
Hamburger chili.
hamburger helper. Like it's easy. It's all
Have
it's
you ever
easy
jarred
stuff.
deer?
No, I've always wanted to can venison, but I've never
I did
actually
it last
tried
year.
it.
It's very good.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Okay.
And take that and make like a beef gravy and put it over noodles.
Mm.
We do have the pressure cooker. I forgot about that.
We'll have to. I have to try that.
So
I've
that's
wanted to
something
do
Yeah,
you could try
deer,
with
everything.
meat.
Okay.
I mean, I'm running out of things to
That's
get
shelf stable
from
then,
the
too,
butcher
right? Yeah,
because
that's the nice thing
I've
about it.
got so many deer over the years. I got 5 last year, and I got 3 this year so far. So, I mean, I eat deer meat all the time.
Yeah.
My mom doesn't mind eating it, so like especially burger, sausage. I mean,
Deer
bologna,
sausage is a big thing. I think we
Bologna.
go through that like it's nothing.
So,
Jason, I agree with you. Like, I don't like taking my deer to get mixed in at a butcher where I don't see how they process it. Like, and I know they're probably not, because they're doing hundreds of deer, so they're probably not as careful. They probably care a lot less about the fat and silver skin and all the stuff that I trim off. I don't want somebody's gut shot deer being cut up with the same knives that mine are being cut up with. Like it's the whole like it grosses me out. I hate taking my stuff to the butcher other than to just get sticks or bologna done. So I'm right.
I
there
mean,
with
you're
you.
getting butcher like deer processing is getting harder and harder to find.
It is.
Nobody does it anymore.
Yep.
And I think that's a big reason why we're losing hunters, because they have nowhere to take it to process it.
A lot of people aren't taking over for their, how do I say, their
The older guys that are getting out of it. There's no new guys.
their fathers, like family-owned businesses that did that. Their fathers, like a lot of people aren't taking over it. It's
Like we had a new one open up. It was Lakeside out in Pine Grove, and they were open for 2 years, and they got overwhelmed and like, we can't do this. We can't just keep doing this every year, like, because everybody would take their stuff to it. You know what I mean?
Well, and you got to assume, like, first day, like, we got there early yesterday, and there was already 20-some deer lined up.
Yeah.
Which means on the first day, you need to have the room to store probably 100 deer.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you, not all of them were skinned or anything.
None of them
No,
were done.
no.
Nothing done to them at all. That's what I'm saying. So,
Was yours?
And there might have
did you
been more
skin
there.
yours, or
you know, there might have been more there that we didn't see that they already
Right.
had in the back doing, you know? So it's...
I
It's one of those things.
I
I know
remember-
you talked about opening up, like doing our own thing with like skinning and quartering, and then like just the basic cuts. But
skin
man,
quarter. Hey, come pick it up. It's skin quarter. Take it where you want.
we
Saves
could-
you money. To a point, but I mean,
It's $130 just
I-
to skin and quarter a deer.
I remember-
that's a good chunk of change.
I remember when we would take ours when it was Schwallam's out there in Hebe.
Mm-hmm.
As a kid going out there, and they would have a big metal tub out front.
The dumpster.
Well, no, it was just big metal tub where they would throw all the buck racks with tags on them, where people wanted them, they could just come back and get them.
Mm-hmm.
First day or so, like there would be nothing to see 30, 40 racks in there.
Yeah, Jason, I'm with you on that. Like Tim and I have talked about it because that extra money would be nice, but then our hunting season's gone as well. I mean, you're gone. Your hunting season's gone. It's
Not really. We do it at night and we just get drunk. We might turn into alcoholics, but
I mean,
turn into.
and that's another thing. Like, you're spending your time doing it, which means you're not hunting.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So, which sucks for you.
And I already hate butchering as many deer as I've shot before, so like that's probably not the right thing for me to do.
I don't know. Like it sucks, but it also doesn't. I'm
Jason said it.
We're already alcoholics. No, we don't need it.
alcohol.
We like
Hold
it.
on, time out. Alcoholics go to AA, and AA is for quitters.
Maybe this is our AA.
It just helps my shakes in the morning.
I don't think about beer 24/7.
No,
Just
I mean,
22/7.
yeah.
I dream about it, right?
Yeah, it's not a necessity. We just like it.
Just taste
At
it.
least we're functioning.
It's honestly
Like,
it's
I can-
96% water.
I can go a few days without drinking a beer. You know what I mean? I don't need to have a beer every
I
day.
can clearly go a few days without drinking water.
Well,
either.
yeah, that's what I do every day.
I can't. I learned that lesson in West Virginia.
I'm
I
sorry.
do that
There,
every
Ramp
day.
it up in the city.
there is water in beer.
There is. It's 94,
96%
95% water. So, I mean, it's the alcohol that gets you. Dehydrates you, even though you're drinking water.
Good times.
So,
But
yeah.
so let's talk about this. Donnie and I both got 360 cameras,
Yes.
and I am super stoked.
I used mine today, and it's freaking awesome.
I looked back, you can actually see the deer running around like a bunch of idiots in my video
Can
from
you?
yesterday. yeah.
Awesome.
Which is great because where I was, I had too much cover on the right side to really get video with my phone because once you zoom in, it picks a branch or whatever and you can't see it. With a
Right.
360 camera, like you can see them running around like the idiots they are. It's silly, but
Dirt
Yeah,
road.
360s.
Yeah. Dirt
360s
road.
are gonna, that's going to be a game changer
It
for
is.
footage.
well, and this is what you said. Stick it out past, like don't put it right on you. Like you can get cool behind the shoulder shots,
Mm-hmm.
but you can put it on the other side of the deer too.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah, I had mine set up yesterday, like 30 yards out from me, and just sitting on the ground, and I could see all over the place. I could see me in the stand. It was awesome. It's a different perspective, and if the deer comes right up to the cameraman, that shot's gonna be awesome.
yeah. You see the arrow poke through.
Yeah.
See, who said that? Thomas? Thomas said you wash the guts right away. Like, and that's the thing. Like, if I gut shot something, I don't wash the meat. I don't want to spread that bacteria around.
That's
Like,
well-
I cut it out and that's it.
You're also 2 miles out, so you can't wash it. Right
Well, so hold up. Like, look at my buck, right? So the buck I shot in West Virginia, hard quartering away shot because I was sitting there and it winded me and eventually just got out of bed because I was watching these deer for an hour and a half at 30 yards, like, and I didn't have a shot. So then eventually, like, she got up and she's pretty much facing away, and I blew through the back hip and the spine. I made an absolute mess of the guts. And I just trim it all out. Like, I'm very clean with the knife. Like, if I touch any of the guts, it's getting washed. Like, I don't mess with that.
It's nice. I
I'm
hunt
to
down by
the-
the river, so I can wash it.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't want to stick it. One, that's the difference. Like, moving water like a river, I guess it's gonna get all washed out. But like with a hose, you're spreading that bacteria.
I'm to the point too where if I do a gut shot anymore, I will go on the outside and cut the outside rib meat off, but everything inside I don't even fucking touch anymore.
The fish are staying.
Like the outside,
They're
you're
swimming.
fine yet on the outside. Everything
that
on the
one dog
inside.
shot was worse than yours.
Was it? I didn't
Oh
see
my
it.
God.
It was terrible.
Doug's?
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like that.
Like,
And he had some pretty bad gut shots. I
Not
can
with the rifle. Those were the bow. A bow gun shots a lot cleaner than the rifle. Right?
no, but you're one that sat that whole night because we kicked it up and then we went back out and found it. And
Oh,
right when he
dang.
started gutting it, he fucking instantly. I'm standing there on the phone with my dad, just laughing because he's dry heaving that bad. I looked at him. I go, "Do you want me to do it?" He goes, "That doesn't bother you?" No, not really. But don't get me wrong. I'm enjoying this. You gagging right now. It's fucking
I bet
hilarious.
you were enjoying that.
It was probably more the night before then.
Tony's Wood says, have everybody hold their hand out steady to see who shakes first. I'm probably already shaking.
I'm going with Bill.
Wow, you're pretty.
Well, everybody went left-handed. Well, Bill
Todd,
was
get in here.
What do you mean? Everybody except Bill went left. Oh no, Tim went left-handed.
Oh, do you want me to go
I
right-handed?
don't have a shakes
It
yet.
doesn't really matter. I think we're all good.
Oh.
That's me in the morning when I haven't had alcohol.
That's before my first cup of coffee.
Yeah,
I
first
only
cup of
shake when
coffee.
I see deer.
Yeah, I drink.
Yeah, trust me, we know. We have video proof.
That's me.
I drink.
It's okay.
I drink coffee all
That'll probably
day,
never go away.
and maybe an iced tea or something.
So you got to get over it to some degree, but like if that excitement ever goes away, then like what's the point of hunting, right? Like that's I get excited when I see deer and I'm gonna shoot deer. Why
usually my
wouldn't you?
first one of the year.
The first one you get a little
First
yeah
one
shaking the
gets
rust
me
off.
fired up.
Well, and that's why I'm always like, dude, shoot some does first. Like, get it out of your system before you go chase a big buck. Because the last thing I want is that big buck to come down the first day, and I'm sitting there like,
I agree.
And that's the thing. I don't
agree.
care. I don't
Yeah.
care who you are. I don't care who you are. If you have a good quality buck coming in, you're always going to get nervous and everything. Like shooting a big buck
It all
is
depends how fast it happens.
that's
Like,
that's
shoot-
the
Rifle
truth.
season happens pretty fast.
like shooting a big
time to
like
say.
Darren archery. Like shooting a big buck. Like I shot good quality buck. That year when that big one came in at 70 yards, I'm telling you what, I felt like my heart was gonna bounce right out my fucking chest. Like that's how like you're sitting there forever, like, and it's like realistically a minute 30 seconds.
And it's nicer when they don't give you the chance to think.
Yeah. I agree with you.
Well, it's like last year's. I was pissing, and I heard it coming, and I turned and looked. Oh, it's a buck. So I wasn't looking at it. So I finished doing the deed. I didn't zip up or nothing. I just turned around slowly, grabbed a rifle, and shot it. You know what I mean? So I didn't really have any time to.
Well, what about the one you saw yesterday where you actually had a chance to look at it for a while, for a little
I didn't
bit?
shake it.
That one might be West Virginia.
That was like 2 years ago when I shot my first buck. It was like I was sitting there timber tugging. I finished the deed. I'm just kidding.
Timber tugging.
He's pretty cool, huh?
I can't. Oh man. That's I don't know why that's grown in popularity. Like this whole year, like that the term timber
Timber
tug
tug.
is just taken off.
Tim, are you timber tug?
What did you just say?
Timber tug.
What is timber? I don't know if what is timber tug?
Timber tug?
I'm confused. What is
You know
timber
what
tug?
timber tugging is?
No.
It's doing the deed out in the woods.
Oh, fuck no. Wait, what deed? Because I shit a lot in the woods.
That's not it.
That's not
That's not. That's like a timber.
Tugging
push,
your
baby.
timber.
Oh.
Yeah, tugging your timber.
Well, I'd
Yeah.
have to find it first.
Yeah,
So.
choking the chicken. Yeah, that's the problem. When it's too cold out, it's really difficult. And then early season, it's like the mosquitoes are biting you. It's rough, dude. It's rough. Everybody thinks it's so easy. Go sit in a tree and
A
timber
mosquito
tug all day.
a mosquito bite might be bigger yet.
It would.
Thomas said what happened to the gut shot during the Depression way back in the day. It just eat it.
Well, what
I'm
happened?
not
To,
saying
eat it.
don't eat it. I just cut out the meat that's got guts on.
Yeah.
Like that's
what happened to alcohol during Prohibition?
There was still alcohol,
exactly.
so.
America. Heck yeah.
Hey guys, can you touch base on the 360 cameras a little bit?
I wish I had mine, but
So I bought an DJI I can't even say it. DJI Osmo 360. Al bought an Insta 5X.
365X. Yep.
So I bought it for down in West Virginia because I thought I could live stream with the 360, and here I can't say 3 letters. DJI doesn't have it ready for live streaming, but the Insta 360 5X you can.
It worked out pretty well. It's like you can't configure anything though, which is kind of like the difficulty. So like you do have to go through the process of logging in through the 360X app. It's kind of a pain in the butt. Like you don't have as many options, but you could live stream with it, and people were able to look around and see everything you were doing.
You can either hold your phone up and like turn like this, or you could just swipe left, right, up, down. And
Yeah,
it's
and it
pretty
wasn't quite as crystal clear as like this live stream.
Right.
You wouldn't be able to see quite as well, but it's kind of cool, I think.
cool. Yeah.
So we'll play with that. The downside for me is like most of mine, I do vertical lives because then you're in the vertical live feed. I don't have
This
the
goes
subscriber
into-
base that he has and the loyal followers, so it's kind of difficult for me to capitalize on that.
Well, I will say with the video I saw from yours today, just actually before the live, you showed me a video. It's pretty cool on how you can actually just take your finger and move the whole thing
Yeah.
around, and you can see
Yeah.
360. It's
Now, like editing wise, I have to throw it on what the hell, iMovie and see if iMovie's compatible with 360 stuff. I don't know if it is yet or not. So
I mean, if
Well,
it's
so
on, worst
I
case
can-
scenario is you're gonna have to download a different thing.
right.
What's the quality of the footage? Like 4K,
I'll show
5K?
it's 8K.
8K.
8K
It's
per
actually
day.
it's actually really good quality,
Yeah.
And stability is awesome. I walked around with mine all day on my shoulder.
and it wasn't really shaking a
freaking
whole
awesome.
lot from the
And you
video
can
I
get a
saw.
360 view if you want, or
Yeah.
you could edit that.
Up, down, left, right, back,
get a
forth.
different view.
Yeah.
So the benefit is like, and I plan on using it. So I was looking at the backpack maps, and that's what I was thinking you were using. But like earlier in the season, like there was that scenario where I'm ducked down in grass, and I have a buck 10 yards, 15 yards from me, and all I'm watching is antlers.
Mhm.
Like that would be awesome on the 360. Like
Oh, yeah.
it's going to open up a world of possibilities.
Even with my content cutting wood, you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
can just set that up, and if I'm walking around, I don't have to move a camera. I can just pan over, okay, I'm over here. Or have it, you can actually have it follow you.
Yep.
You know what I mean? In the editing software, you just have it follow you, and you don't have to do anything.
I'm pretty sure they're both AI powered, so they kind of follow like whatever's moving, whatever's loudest. It kind of just automatically tracks.
Now, do you have to use a separate app?
You have to
The
use whatever app.
DJ, Mimo or Nemo or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah, mine's the Insta360 app. And so you edit it in there and then export it. So you would have to do that before like moving it to iMovie. Because iMovie is like not going to be compatible with
So you
with the
couldn't
360
export it
stuff.
right into like Adobe Premiere or anything like that?
It would have to be 360 compatible, but I don't think any of
You
them
would
are.
edit it
I'm not
in
sure.
Okay.
the app, and then export it
Correct.
to the software you're gonna use to
Correct.
upload it.
So you already edit your scene and then you export that scene. That's
Yeah.
it.
Okay. What's the price range on this stuff?
It's expensive.
Right now, the Osmo is $357. Not
That's
terrible.
bad.
I bought it for like $100 more.
And how long
before
does the
it-
battery last?
I have mine plugged in. I just had a
I
battery
have to
pack
plug
brought back.
mine in.
Because GoPro on record lasts, what, 20 minutes per battery?
Hour and a half
Ridiculous.
of recording time. is what mine is supposed to last. Hour and a half.
I'm just used to plugging
And
things in.
I can tell you, just having it on standby yesterday when I had Deere by me. I had Deere by me. They came out at like 3:30. So from 3:30 until 5:20, I ended the night on 35%. Not recording a whole bunch. I had 10 minutes of video, and the rest was just on standby. So you do burn through the battery life, but it's also the kind of thing where like you need to have it plugged in because you're not, while there's deer near you, you're not going to turn around and swap a battery out.
Right.
So I think plugging it in, like you said, is definitely the way to go.
Just have your little battery pack, your 20 milliwatt or whatever the hell it is. Plug that in, and you should be good to go for all freaking day.
Yeah.
Like I had mine plugged in all morning yesterday. I used 10% of that battery. That's it.
And I got to figure something out though, because you cannot record on iPhone and record on the 360 if you're using the app at the same time. So the nice thing is it's you can activate it through the app. So like if I set the camera out 100 yards away, I could start it through the app and it would start recording.
And we talked about this last night. You could use an old phone.
Correct, is what I'll probably
and
have to
the
do.
app on that phone and control the 360 with your old phone, and then use your new phone to do whatever you need to do
Do
around.
they make a remote for that camera, 360?
It's through
Just the app. So like I said, if you have an old phone, you can use that old phone as the remote for the freaking.
I think if you're self-filming too, like for hunting, like everybody has them now. You really, to keep up, I feel like you kind of need them. Otherwise, your content's kind of like. I've wanted one for years. I've had it in my Amazon cart for years, and I didn't buy it. My wife got it for me for a Christmas gift. So she's awesome, and she knew I wanted it really bad. So, but I've wanted one for years, and like I think for the fishing content too, it's going to be awesome. I think all of it's going to improve the content tremendously.
Where do I get the GoPro on the stand? What stand?
Where do you get your GoPro or your stand at? I'm guessing your tripod.
Where do you get?
I don't run. GoPros suck.
GoPros are freaking garbage.
They're
I mean,
garbage.
The footage is good, but battery life.
battery life
horrible.
sucks.
Especially in the summertime when it gets
Well, even in the
fucking
wintertime.
warm.
Wintertime it gets cold. In the summertime it overheats, and it's a whole freaking. It's their junk. DJI is better.
Absolutely. I think anybody's better. Like
Mother.
anybody's. Is that Gene?
Yep.
Gene? Oh my
What's up,
goodness!
Gene?
How are you doing?
Oh,
Cheers.
my Atlanta.
Nanny's on. You want to say hi, eh?
Yeah, sure.
You want to say hi, Nan?
No, but
I'll
I
say
think
it.
GoPro dominated the market because they were the first ones to make an action camera, wide-angle action camera.
But they do little improvements here and there, but the
Nah,
batteries suck.
I feel like doing the video on your phone is just 10 times better.
Oh my god, yeah.
Only issue is if I'm doing a video on my phone, I can't listen to music at the same time.
Who listens to music in the woods?
No, I mean for like splitting wood or
Okay, I got
cutting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's the main reason I went to GoPro, because I wanted to listen to music.
You just need a little Zune. Is it Zune? One of those. Do you remember those with the little swipe pad on it? Oh man.
And there's a lot of times with a GoPro, you'll be in the middle of recording, and if your battery dies or if your storage is full,
Or somehow it gets corrupted.
it doesn't even
Yeah.
save that video.
Yeah, there's a lot
So
of
you
times
lose all
with
of it.
there's a lot of times with GoPro where I'd be editing a video and just the volume just like there was no sound at all.
I had external speakers or external microphones plugged into it, and they did that all the time where it would just cut out, and then I would lose all the audio. I'm like, and I had a lot of issues with Adobe as well. Like, I'd always get like a corrupted file error with it too. GoPros suck. I don't know why they dominate the market at this point, but they suck. I would never buy one. I'd never recommend anybody buying one either. The only thing that I still used my GoPro for was underwater shots of trout. And even like in the past year, I just started sticking my phone underwater because they're waterproof at this point, down to like 15 meters or whatever. So, but now with this thing, I can do it all with 360.
Yeah. So yeah, I had my DJI, like everything has a mount for GoPro, like because GoPro mounts are everywhere. You know
The
what I mean?
mounts suck though.
They
Like,
do.
That's
They do. But
everything about them.
The noise you get from some of the mounts is ridiculous.
I don't
The hollow noise just from moving it.
Well, and like Shive's DJI stuff, I love that. Like you have the same batteries for your 360 as you do your other cameras. Like,
And
that's awesome.
That's why I went with the the Osmo instead of the Insta. So Shive, where's the app that I would have to get if I wanted to make videos? Well, the GoPro app is GoPro, and then I think it's the Nemo app is for DJI. I don't know what Insta 360's.
They have their own app. It's Insta 360. Yeah.
Do they have their own action cameras too?
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
But I think most people have gone away from them because.
So yeah, you would just go to the App Store and download the app for whatever camera system you have.
What's happening, Chuck?
Chuck's here.
Cheers, brother.
Sir Charles. Nice to see all of you guys are alive yet from last night.
Yeah.
If you didn't leave early, you would have known we were still alive.
Mm-hmm.
I went hunting in the morning, and then I had some awesome breakfast.
You could still have awesome breakfast. Yeah, we try to start.
We start out with 40s.
No, Chucky and Sam made SOS
I know, we
with
were
deer
invited.
meat.
It was there. It was there.
It was good.
You had
Well,
dry deer. Where'd you get that from?
Todd's buck. He
Oh.
gave it to my dad, and then they split it up for dry beef and
Yeah, they
that.
took it out to
You
work.
could just cut that yourself, right? Or do they do anything special to
You
it?
can slice it, but you should. You have to cure it first,
Oh,
then
okay.
you're better off slicing
Yeah,
it
it's
and then
cured
drying it.
for
That's
7
slow
days or
Okay.
something. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah. So Tony, whatever camera system you have, I mean that's what app you need.
If you're looking to make videos,
But
like,
I use iMovie. I mean,
I use iMovie too. After your recommendation, it's so simple, it's so user friendly, and I've gone away from the Adobe. The Adobe is great if you are making incredibly complex films. For majority of people, you don't need it. It's over the top. The learning curve is extensive, and it's just you're paying $30 a month for it. It's expensive. So if you're not making money on YouTube, why bother?
I forget which one I had, but I think I'm gonna have to switch over to iMovie.
iMovie's great.
By that
iMovie's
time,
on
I'm
forever.
also gonna have to get a new laptop to do everything on too. But
I used to hate
this
it.
is a 2012 Tim, and it's still ripping.
I do it for my phone.
I took out the CD drive and put more hard drive in.
Well, it's harder for Tim to use iMovie because somebody likes to
I have an Android. Go
Yep.
ahead and say it.
Oh yeah,
always. Tim is always that
always
guy.
that guy.
Always. That
Always
guy.
one Android guy in a bunch.
Why are you not outside? The name is literally outside with Shibe.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, you didn't spell his name right.
it's shitty outside right now.
It is. It's not
It's
pleasant.
cold. It was drizzling. I don't know. Why does it always
Drink.
have crappy freaking weather when
It's
I do
only
that?
on yours.
It's your or mine.
It's
like
actually
the last time we
not-
wanted to do it was windy as all hell.
We're just at that point in the year where we're going to be down here or we're going to be in the garage because it's cold.
Yeah.
It just sucks. The weather sucks. Like it is what it is. Pennsylvania.
Unless you're at Chuck's, like we were last night and had a big bonfire.
Well, that's the thing. Like you get when you
Pallets, baby. Pallets.
we owe somebody a couple pallets, but when you have 4 pallets on a fire at a time, it's pretty cool.
I said that to him this morning. I go, well, them pallets didn't get used what they were meant to be used for.
Sam has,
Drink diesel,
we got
not
a lot
unleaded beer.
We got
Oh,
a lot of use out of those pallets, Chuck. Thanks.
It was good for the what?
Well,
50 minutes, 60 minutes.
we
It
didn't,
was good. I got a lot of use out of it. It's not my fault. She didn't.
well,
Kept us warm.
we didn't start splitting wood for you yet again. So you have plenty of time to
Firewood
get
50.
more.
What's up, brother? Thanks for stopping in.
We need to get more firewood for you, and we'll have a splitting party down at your house one day.
Yeah.
Oh, you should probably at least get 4 cases of beer if we do a splitting
So you
party.
cut a piece of your finger off.
Just a small one.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
It happens.
No bones, no knuckles. We're all good. Just a small piece. Piece of skin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So far, my hunting season's slow, but it's going. Tim's is not so much. Chuck's tagged out.
I had a lot of I
Wow.
I saw kids. I still.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
got one.
You can get the DMAP tags too.
Yeah.
I had 2 this year and last year were very 2 bad years for me, honestly.
I tug out last year.
To be
First
fair,
year ever.
You didn't hunt last year.
I did not hunt as much
It was
last
your own
year
fault.
as I did this year, but even this year, I saw deer, just really nothing in the range for me to shoot at.
I think you're hunting more now, like you are. Now.
He is.
Well, even all archery.
Wow.
Yeah,
all
archery.
archery.
Last week of
Getting after
archery,
it, yeah.
we were getting after
As
it.
long as Ness is with me, he's hunting.
Yeah, you know, when you get
Well,
a girlfriend,
and-
you do tend to hunt a little
Well,
less,
and
huh?
yesterday, like, she was with me, and the intention was, like, that doe I left lead fly at when I should have never shot at it. That thing came in behind us so quick, I was able to stand up in the tree stand, get spun around, got her up, she spun around, and when I went to hand the gun back to her, she grabbed it, and the deer started running through thick shit. I just quickly
You
pulled
guys
up.
must be really noisy.
No,
'Cause
it
I
was,
had a buck.
it was directly behind us, 15
That
yards.
small buck that I had today was 30 yards from me. He was walking towards me. I turned around. Like, my stand's pretty noisy when I move around in it. I was able to turn around, stand up, grab my rifle, look at it, and it's still fucking there.
Let me interject real quick. Tim also likes 7-foot ladder stands, so that might be part of the problem.
No,
too.
we were in the 2-man up on top of the mountain, which is 15 feet.
You hunt something other than last day?
He saddle
Yeah, he's a
hunts.
saddle hunter.
He saddle hunts
Hey.
40 feet in there.
You're a
Hold
tree
on.
rider. You're a tree rider.
I've hunted the ground pretty much all of archery season. Like, so in Maryland, I saddle hunt hard, but for like Pennsylvania, I mostly hunted off the ground.
Usually,
And I did good. I wanted to learn how to hunt off the ground.
I have better
It's
luck
scary.
ground hunting just because I'm good at it.
I mean, it's pretty simple. You just sit still. Like, that's the biggest part. Just don't move. How
Jeff?
hard is it?
Jeff said, "Hey, Shiben guys, here in central New York, they have almost a foot of snow and 33 to go, 3 degrees. Hope you are better. Hope you are better weather. Yeah, I mean,
For now.
Tuesday we're gonna get some snow. Apparently, we'll see how that goes."
We had a little bit this morning, not.
Farwood 50 said, "I just had someone go 50 feet in his wood yard and grab a face quarter cherry without my permission. Good thing is he did put 20 bucks in the pay box. That's not enough. People suck. Yes, they do.
You know what? $20 for a face board, though. I'm coming over, buddy. I'm not splitting anymore.
Hey, we're bringing Shibe's trailer.
Yeah, well, I'll throw you $100. Don't
Especially
worry.
especially if it's cherry and or oak. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
in.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
like that whole pay system, like, yes, you try to keep people honest, but some people just aren't honest. Like, yeah, people suck. Like, somebody put literally an Adderall, freaking top of an Adderall pack where you hang it onto the freaking hook in there for a payment and stole wood from me. I found him though, so it's all good.
Was that the guy down the road?
Yeah.
That's the problem with a small town, you know? If you're buying wood in a small town, somebody probably knows you, and if you got cameras up, you're
Yeah.
probably going to get posted.
But
Yep.
and I had the opportunity to sell wood, and I almost did there, and then the guy backed out because he got some free stuff. But if I sell wood, I will deliver it and get cash in hand before I even offload it.
So,
Yeah, I don't want to waste that time driving around delivering wood when they can come here and get it.
Like if it's locally, but
No, if it's local, they can come buy it out of the stand. I tell people all the time. Hey, dude, can I get a truckload? Nope, you can come buy it from the stand though. That's the only way.
can we talk about how much wood needs cut on the sewer line? Oh, God.
Yeah, if you watch my last video, there's so much wood there.
well, hunting season's
Lot of
over.
wood
When
there.
hunting season's
The video
over, that's
doesn't do it
all
justice.
we'll be
because
doing.
there's
That.
a lot more wood there than what's in that video.
Just
Yeah,
not
it's
even there.
ridiculous.
Like the amount of wood he has down at his house that needs cut.
Lot of wood.
We're gonna have a wood splitting frenzy one day down at Chuck's.
Well, Chuck has a boiler, outdoor boiler, so the first year with it, we'll see how he does with it. So far, he's doing pretty good.
Yeah.
If you had better wood, I think it'd be better.
No, I think we got it down. The green stuff gets on top, and as
Yeah.
it works its way down, it's dry by the time it starts ripping.
Yeah.
But when you open it, the flames are throwing. Whether you have the,
But I even saw
chimney open or not, it's ripping.
Yeah.
I even saw this weekend though, and what we have there split is not gonna last much longer.
Well, that slab wood's an option. Like, we've been looking at slab wood on Marketplace, which is easy because you just cut it to length and you're done. There's no splitting involved. So, I mean, to just get by, that might be the way you had to go. You know what I mean?
I
So
love the 40s.
Well, so and everybody hates on me because I love the Limwood. Well, people don't hate on it. You guys don't take Limwood, but I love Limwood because for somebody splitting by hand, all I got to do is cut it to length and I'm done.
Limwood is the forgotten.
I have a place where we can go get Limwood one day. It's not. It's
not
not.
the sewer line because he's not taking any of the Limwood.
No,
So,
it's
yeah.
well, even where I got that red oak, it's not a lot, but there's some there.
But there's a lot.
This
right
is closer.
You walk right in front of it.
This is easier access.
Oh no, it's pretty easy down there, isn't it?
It's just driving.
If we get my Gator up and running again in the
He took his
wintertime,
truck down there.
Yeah, back my truck right into it.
let that get wet. We'll see how that
It was
goes.
wet, it was wet the
I
other day.
won't go in there when it's wet. It's pretty simple.
Because of how close to the
But
house and everything.
yeah, so I got to get stacked up for the next couple of years. But I'm gonna be honest. I think the slab wood's really gonna be an option.
Gary said, "Don't be
You-
hard on yourself for missing deer. You're not Marines."
Hold up. I haven't missed deer, so let's clarify that.
I have not missed deer yet either.
I'm not in the military at all.
I definitely
And you're
missed
killing a
deer.
lot of deer.
And on the trot and run.
Not Marines.
Good shot.
Thank God.
Look,
It's hard having a brain, you know.
I had a bad last
What
2
does
years.
blue taste like? What's a blue cram taste like?
Tastes like blue.
If I shoot him now,
But for you, like you have plenty
Chuck,
of
could
wood
you
there.
grab me a
last
beer,
year.
bud?
What we really need to start doing is
Oh, well, there's some in the
separating
fridge if you need more.
inside wood to outside wood.
I
So-
bought 2 cases.
the way I'm gonna go about it in the future is like garage. First off, outside wood is gonna get thrown by the fire pit, and that's just it.
Well, outside wood can also be garage wood.
Garage
Correct.
wood is gonna get stacked in the carport, which we're gonna close in eventually. Once I get the ceiling up, then we'll worry about that. But the ceiling's got to go up at some point.
Yeah, we got a lot of projects going on.
We
yeah.
need to do that sooner or later because I need to get that drywall lift back because Chris needs it.
That- He can take it. That's
I know you're a
fine.
rattlesnake hunted.
Just that once,
jumped out of the, I could have threw the bell at him.
just that one time.
But I prefer to get your ceiling up first.
I would love to get the ceiling up first. Maybe on Tuesday when it's snowing all day, we can do that. We'll get the
As
stove
we're,
ripping, and then
as we're working.
we'll have the computers on, and then we'll be working on the ceiling.
I would
Yeah.
probably be fine.
Yes,
sure, we'll get
you-
furloughed again in January. So
Oh, God.
hopefully we
No.
don't have to go to work this time.
You know we're gonna have to.
We already know we're going to work. The first time set the pace, so we already know.
I wish they
That's
would
the
make up their
problem.
mind.
Thanks, sir.
I wish they would make up their mind if we're essential or not.
I'm essential.
I
33.
Tim wasn't essential for a week.
for no 2 days,
So young.
2 or 3 days, and then stuff needed moved, and then I was essential again.
Yeah, funny how that works, huh?
And he still didn't do any hunting that when he was off.
No, I hunted the first 3 days.
They were pretty lenient with the hunting.
You're having a good season.
They were pretty lenient with the hunting, which was nice.
So are we supposed to blow ears apart if we're not
I heard.
outside with a fire?
Blow ears.
Blow ears. I don't know.
I feel like he means beers.
Beers? I mean,
Probably an autocorrect.
No,
I mean-
so how are we supposed to if we're not outside by the fire?
well, tonight's not a night to be outside.
Yeah, it's not pleasant out. Everything's kind of wet and it's raining.
I mean, if we're gonna do,
I
we
kept
should.
the fire going just in case.
Was it still ripping this morning?
Last night's drunken talk was like, it's possible. I kept it going.
I could have. I
You
could have probably
probably
brought more
didn't have
pallets.
to.
I probably could have brought more pallets.
You probably just had to turn some of those ashes over, and there would have been embers underneath of it.
The good
because
thing
they were
about
just-
the good thing about your pallets is me and
Uh,
Al can get Al and Donald can get
unlimited.
pallets any day of the week.
So I already said this. We need to get like 20 to 40 pallets and stack them and just light the thing in his yard, of course, as long as he'll allow it.
Tony's Woods.
Yeah, not where we were. 'cause that'll
where I have the fire rig.
Tony's
Yeah.
Woods.
Yeah.
Shive, how many cords did you get? I didn't even get to splitting into that stuff yet. It's still in the yard, and I just brought one tree out essentially, and there's many, many more big things over there.
The nice thing is he already has the Limwood cut for me, so it's
Yeah.
I just go and pick it up. I'm like a vulture feeding off the carcass. You know?
There is a lot of wood out there, and we do plan on going out there and getting it. And
So once all the hustle and bustle of hunting season is done, I'm gonna get hard at it and figure it out. But I might split some here this week. Who knows? We'll see what happens. I mean, I have 3 deer. I don't necessarily need another one,
I mean,
but I'd like to get out there and
Like,
hunt. I want to
that's
get a wall hanger again.
I started reworking on getting wood for my parents, so.
Yeah, you want an $800 dust
Yeah, I
collector.
just want another $800 dust collector.
So do I, but I need to finally see him when I'm out hunting.
It's spotty. It really is.
I had a fucking probably a 22-inch buck running around today. Just a little
20,
guy.
Well, even
22-inch
total.
well, and that buck,
If that.
that buck that was
I
on
got
camera
that,
this morning that's
I'm
a
loyal to
stud.
you.
That's a stud, but I
Is it
thought
Firewood 50's birthday tomorrow?
Oh.
Well, happy early birthday, Firewood 50.
Cheers. Happy early.
Woo!
You better do a better woo than that when you go to sign off.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I know we're inside, but
I have to save my big woo for the
that's
end.
fair. That's fair. Yeah.
There were 2 people too.
All together.
25. Damn, to be 25 again.
I'm not that far off, but I feel like I'm that far off. The difference between 25 and 30 feels astronomical. I don't know what it is.
Firewood
I imagine
50
30 to 40 is even worse.
I don't know if I believe that you're just gonna be 25.
He's actually pretty young. The beard kind of throws you off a little.
I need to see your driver license. I don't believe this.
Yeah, post it. Numbers and all.
You know what? I need your.
Social security
Yeah, I
card
need
while you're
that
at
too.
it.
I'll just buy another Pennsylvania license with your license. So I need to get a grapple truck or a tractor to get all those trees down trees. I mean, I could.
It depending.
I've been looking at like a log grapple trailer but they're expensive for what they are. I don't understand why they're so expensive. Even the little non-roadworthy ones are expensive, like the Wallensteins and stuff. They're so expensive.
I'm just not sure why you just didn't fabricate your own already.
Well, I have a log trailer. I just got to figure out the whole grapple thing.
Firewood 50 said 12/1/2000.
2000. Hell, I graduated that
God,
year.
I don't like you.
I graduated that year.
I'm only 30, and half the days I feel like I'm 40.
Yeah, I can feel it. Like, yeah.
Now you're making me feel old. Jeez, 25 years ago I graduated.
I can see it.
What do you do?
Go get some Benadryl.
What
Yeah,
are you
so-
drinking?
So I have red hives all over my body.
Why?
So sometimes I have a reaction to alcohol. Very rarely, but sometimes it hits me. So
When there's a lot of it involved, you mean? Like
I
last
see
night
it now.
Specifically?
I don't
yeah,
have
so
Benadryl.
it's all down my
I
chest.
don't have Benadryl.
Or what's in this cup?
I'm gonna run home quick and I'll be right back.
What's in that
Okay.
cup?
Rum. Well, and
Rum chata?
no, it's Coke and rum.
How often do you actually drink rum?
Not a whole lot.
You should probably not drink rum anymore.
Well, we're gonna get
Maybe
the
it's the
Benadryl.
rum.
I'll be right back. It'll be fine. It'll be
Maybe it's the
fine.
rum. We're having a
Maybe.
alcoholic reaction.
Al's gonna die. We know CPR, mouth to
Well,
mouth.
we got this little guy, Aiden,
Yeah, let's talk about his first legal buck.
the first legal buck. What'd you call him, dumbass?
Yeah.
Probably a good
Yeah.
idea.
Named it
She
before
might
you
be
shot
up
it
with
and
the
everything.
kid.
Named the deer dumbass.
Got that out by the blind behind his house.
Yep.
Where is it?
I'm calling her.
So, yeah, man, that's awesome. So, how do you feel about that? Awesome.
Who helped you track it?
Huh?
Who helped you track it?
These
Hey, can you
two.
pull the
Yeah.
Benadryl out?
Who helped you drag it? We did make you do most of the dragging by
Yeah.
yourself.
You had to learn sometime. We should have made you gut it too.
I tried. You wouldn't let me.
You did take Hoover like you
I
usually
did.
do.
That's what I normally do.
But he was a champ. We said, hey, you shot it. You're going to drag it. And he gave it his best until he drug a good portion. Then me and Donald took over dragging it. And then we left him drag it a little bit more. And then we got to the uphill portion. And we both looked at each other and said, this is going to be great. Aiden started dragging again. Straight uphill.
Yep.
He got about a quarter of the way up. And then we took over
Well, his
again.
brother was helping too, Cheddar. You guys know Cheddar. He was in there like 2 videos ago. Farwood Furnace, what's up, Brad? How's it going, bud?
Brad, how's it going, buddy?
guy that runs it now, it's changed hands.
Al is having an allergic reaction. This is the second time Al has had an allergic.
I think it's every time he drink. I think it's every
Is it
time
rum?
he drinks rum.
And then
Brad, have you heard anybody having allergic reactions to rum? Because I think Al is having an allergic reaction.
You got to let Aiden. I only said you got to let Aiden. So
My Thanksgiving was good. I stuffed myself. And,
we're talking about Thanksgiving.
yeah.
My Thanksgiving was good. We were at my parents'. We went to the girlfriend's brother's for a little bit. Offered her dad a foot job. First time meeting her dad. Offered him a foot job.
You don't have to say that.
It was great.
I stuffed myself a little bit too much.
Too much disclosure.
Yeah, grab me a beer. And then I went down to my brother-in-law's family, like I usually do on holidays. I go with them and do stuff with his family.
and then we'll carry buckets for
I think you guys should do a pickle.
Never heard of that. Brad never heard of an allergic reaction to rum. Well, Al's having one. Unless it's this Chinese plastic. I don't know.
But what did Jeff say?
There's only one area.
Jeff said you got to let Aiden do it so he knows how to do it when he's by himself. Well, you're a little young yet. Well, how old are you?
From Harrisburg you get to.
13.
13. A little young to be by himself yet. What is it in the States? 16 you can be by yourself?
Because it's access. That pull through.
I don't remember.
I was by myself a lot.
Well, our parents didn't care. But they were nearby.
Not cared, but
They were
trusted
nearby.
us enough.
They were close by. But I mean, I was small game hunting by myself.
I mean, I didn't gut my first deer until I was probably 16.
Oh, my dad made me go.
I don't know. Todd honestly probably didn't gut his first deer until many years later because Toddy only got back into hunting the year or two before I deployed. And the day I had to report for deployment, he shot 2 doe at 7 o'clock in the morning, called me, I went up, helped him get them, and I looked at him and I said, we don't have time to fuck around. I have to be over at the gap by this time. Move. Gutted him real quick, threw him in the truck, got home, showered, just made it in time over at the gap. Only thing I said was, please make sure you take my truck down and wash it.
Ian was the one who taught me how to gut a deer. He was the first one that didn't say, move. Let me do it. You're not doing it right.
That day you shot them 2 doe, I had no choice but to say move.
Where do you teach you that? In West Virginia? Really?
He was the first one. Didn't push me out of the way and say, move, I'll do it. Even the couple that I got outside of that, my dad walked up and said, here, I'll do it. That was the day that he went to pull the guts out and ripped the guts and his hand slipped and he slung it into my face. Ended up in my mouth. That was another time I was thrown up in a field.
Craig's Cords. Yes, we lost Al. He's having an allergic reaction to rum, I believe. I don't know what's going on, but he went to get Benadryl or something.
Brad, yeah, you were 15. He's learning. He's learning.
So you got next year. You're gonna gut your own deer. How's that sound?
Yeah.
I showed him
Yeah.
when I did mine. He helped me drag mine and everything.
He helps us
Yeah,
drag deer.
you still got doe to shoot.
He helps us drag deer. He's always there when we're skinning them. He
Cuts up jerky.
look, probably in the next 10 years, I'm gonna call him to do all my
Yeah.
stuff. He's gonna hang my tree stands for me.
No, he's not.
Timmy's learning bad habits from those guys that he hunts with from Pine Grove.
He is a little bit too young to go up in a tree stand to put a strap around it yet when it's not strapped in, but
Yeah, it seems like Al always gets the shitty end of the stick around here. A couple weeks ago, he cut his ear. Well, he blew up a can and essentially almost cut his ear off. But now he has the hives, so we don't know what's going on.
Brad, I hope you are well, and Did you?
Brad,
get-
how's your hunting season been
I
going?
was
I know,
about to say how.
I know you're out with the boy.
Grandkids. When I know you guys are stocking, I'll take grandkids down.
I know you and Chaz built some
Hard blinds.
yeah, some high rises.
That's something we gotta do down behind Chucky's at some point.
You ready for that?
Yeah.
You gonna carry lumber and stuff?
Now he's just gonna carry the nail gun.
I'll do the nail.
When we start putting some hard blinds in around Chucky's, we need to. So the kids get cold yet. His
Well,
wife gets
Sam and I are
cold.
planning on doing something up there too at his place.
That does suck.
So
Jeff asked, What size
What
buck?
size was your buck?
3.
3-pointer?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's allowed to shoot a spiky and stuff still. So
I don't change to your 16 either. I don't think.
I don't remember that either.
I think it's 16.
Say this. 16.
What rifle did you use?
Most of
Bow.
them
Oh, that's right. He used
Crossbow.
Crossbow.
You good, bud?
Are you alive yet?
Yeah, we're good.
She brought you a whole pack in case you need it. Good job.
No, I went home and grabbed it.
Look, you looks better already, without taking it. Maybe you're just hot.
Yeah, Jeff, you always have to start somewhere. I think my first buck I shot was actually a 3-pointer too. Then the next one after that was a 4-pointer. I think my 3-pointer I shot, I wasn't much older than him, honestly.
I can't remember what age I was, but the little buck over there was my first buck. The little one on the plaque.
Well, that's when there wasn't point restrictions yet either.
Yeah. No, that was the first year of the point restrictions.
Was it?
Yes.
My first buck was
Barely legal.
No, so that wouldn't have really taken any effect yet.
Barely legal. But after that, I've been slamming them and hamming them.
Yeah, I have a barely legal buck from when I was 26 years old. You called my 7-pointer barely legal because how many points were actually broken.
Yeah. Well, it used to be if you could hang a
ring on it.
key ring on it, but now it has to be
An
an
inch.
inch? Yeah. So
But a lot of people, you'd be surprised on how many people still go by.
Jeff said his
hang
was a
it.
3-pointer and he was 14. So
I'm gonna be honest, Tim. I don't think a lot of people go by that because majority of the deer I see are legal. Like most of the
These
deer
days.
I see are legal. Yeah.
There was still, like, I could talk to some older guys, yeah, and they would still always say, if you could hang a key ring on it.
well, those are the ones that don't read the regulations and don't.
what is it, an inch?
Also, the ones who
It's an
probably go
inch.
out for 2 days of rifle season a year, and that's
Yeah.
their whole season.
Said like I remember the first day, and this was just when it was buck only. It'd be like a freaking war zone.
The first 3 days.
You know what I mean? And even yesterday, it's buck and doe. Barely, like, no shooting.
Last year was the first year in Pennsylvania history that more deer were harvested in archery season than rifle season. So there's a shift in hunting nowadays, right? And most people, like, archery season's a much nicer season. It's a way better opportunity to dial in and kill a buck.
Longer.
Yeah, it's long. It's 6 weeks right off the rip.
Since crossbows were legalized, that made probably the shift a little heavier.
Absolutely,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Because before that, there was less than 40,000 archery hunters, and that was with compounds still. Granted, that was 15 years because it was 2007 or 2008, I think, is when they changed it.
Brad
So-
said the rifle season opened Saturday, and only heard 3 shots in the
Yeah.
morning.
It doesn't surprise
And
me.
that's down in Maryland.
And that's like, and this goes where this is gonna go to. Where me and Donald hunt, we're to the point now where if we hear a shot, we know one of us is texting each other, say, "Did you just shoot?" Like that's the year you shot your big one. I text you.
Yep.
Last year I text you, "Hey, was that you?" Because we're far enough away from each other, but I know the vicinity where he's at.
Yeah.
He knows where I'm at. There's not
Yep.
always a ton of shots. There's not always a ton of shots, but now we kind of know.
Well, between me,
Well,
you,
yesterday.
Sam, Jason, Todd, Chuck, we pretty much have that whole 3 miles or so lined off.
Yeah, and like even yesterday when Chucky shot his doe,
Yeah.
Donald asked,
The Benadryl will take care of it.
Was that one of you guys?
Sometimes
Yeah, that was
rum
Chuck.
and tequila.
Yeah.
Something about them.
like
Well,
we know,
even on up on top, you know the vicinity.
and that's where you shot that one at. Like I
I felt
know.
my face getting hot, so I caught it early.
Back in the
Well,
day,
like, if
it
I
was
don't,
just a
I'll
meat
get it all
hunter,
over
never
my
thought
boxer.
about the racks.
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
It's probably not the alcohol flush. Like, 'cause some people
yeah.
have it.
That one I
Yeah,
shot
they
up
just
on
get red in
top,
the
the
face,
big
yeah,
11.
but no, this is
How
like
big body
squat
is
to you, like.
I don't know. I didn't
all
have
over my
a.
body.
I didn't weigh them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a
That,
weird thing.
that one was a big deer, buddy.
I just have pictures.
Donald, which ones back there are your West Virginia ones?
This one.
The left and right of the big one in the middle. Well, we've been on for
Been on for a little bit.
Hour
an hour and
minutes.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna have a nice blanket of snow in the woods this week. I love that for hunting. Yes,
Had that today?
yes, it definitely helps pick out the deer. I'm hoping for 3 to 5 inches on Tuesday. I'll be hunting while it's snowing, so that's gonna be. If I had
It's
the
one of the nicest
360,
times to be in the woods.
if I had the 360, I'm wondering
curious.
how the
It
lenses are
does.
gonna be when
With
you
snow
get.
hitting it.
Yes.
Yep, I was wondering that too.
Like, am I gonna be constantly cleaning that? crap?
Well, if you didn't get too drunk last night, you could have went out this morning and found out.
Well, yeah.
We need to get a dusting.
This morning it was snowing there solid.
Well, there were some big flakes, and then when I was waiting, the big flakes were ending, and then it was just little flakes.
This morning from like 7:30, 8:30, it was a solid snow.
Yeah.
Like it was a pretty good snow constantly coming down, and
Hey, you were out in it. Did you see anything today?
no, didn't see a thing. Like I had that big one walking from my one camera at 7:55, and where that walked in front of the camera at, I can only hunt archery. Like I can only hunt with a bow there. So this evening, like he walked by there this morning. Take the gamble, take the crossbow out this evening, see if he comes back through.
And this is why his brother calls him the butterfly chaser.
So
Me and you both, but me and you are both the same way. We go after solid bucks.
hold up. Every single time you went to go hunt your swamp stand, they weren't there. But
Yeah.
anytime you weren't, they were right there.
Yeah.
Every single day. So
Every
don't-
time.
I don't
But
think
me
can
and you
say
are on
that.
the same page where me and you both go after. If we have solid
I mean-
bucks on camera, we go after them.
I have doe tags. Those are my meat. Those are my meat tags.
And every time I saw a
You know what
doe,
I mean? If I don't get a big buck this year, I don't get a big buck.
but every time I saw a doe deer in archery,
If I don't get a buck at all,
but
I don't
every
get a
time
buck.
I saw a doe deer in archery this year, they were just too far away. They were past that 60-yard part where I'm not
See,
gonna. I'm not gonna.
Well, I took
sling
one shot with the trad bow and I biffed it bad. So next year, well, maybe even late season down here in the swamp, I'll break out the trad bow and try some more.
Tony, no, we do not have snowmobiles, but we do have 4-wheelers or
Yeah.
Gators.
We don't get
Enough snow to justify it.
in the last 20 years, we haven't had enough snow to do anything with a snowmobile.
Yeah.
So if anybody has a snowmobile around here, I guarantee you there's 6 inches of dust on it.
Nothing that a 4-wheeler cannot handle.
Yeah.
The motorized deer cart.
Yep.
I heard it on both sides of the
To me, well, the year I shot the one over there, it was up on top. I'm like, screw this. My truck. I parked the truck out at the end of the gold mine. I walked out, got the truck, went down, brought the Gator up, threw a son of a bitch in the back, and I'm out. I mean, I am not dragging this thing out, especially if you want to mount it. If you want to mount it and you're dragging it that long, you're going to screw up the hide. You know what I mean? You don't want to do that.
After dragging our 2 does from Maryland or from West Virginia a mile, I don't want to drag at all ever again.
Well, we didn't even
Quartering is
drag
so much
those.
easier.
We didn't even drag those.
They were on a cart. It's still dragging. You got to drag the cart.
So
Yeah,
much
but it's
easier,
rolling
though.
weight.
So
It's
much
different.
easier.
It's different.
It's so much easier to quarter right there, especially like mine. I've messed up the guts. It's so much easier and cleaner to just quarter the guts.
Well, yeah.
Well, in here, so I know there's some states that you can't do that in. Can you do that in PA?
Yes, but you need to provide proof of sex.
That's
Okay.
your aunt.
So you generally
that's your
need the
grandma.
head and other stuff.
Well, so I know there's some states where you can't do that in, but I know there's some states where
West
it's
Virginia is the same thing. Proof of sex. Proof of sex is always required if you're doing that. So you should keep the head at least until you
The head
get it
and
out.
or genitals.
Genitalia, correct.
So
If you're gonna quarter in the woods and carry out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My mom said, "Wow, that was nice." I don't know what you.
I don't
did
know what I
there.
said either, but I apologize, Gene.
Mother, what did he say?
You really don't.
So
need
here
it
in
then.
central New York, we got
Because if it's a
hammered
doe, you're gonna
Thanksgiving
see
night
it's a doe based
through
off the
Friday.
head. The head is really what
foot
you
of snow,
Unless you were messing
That
with
would be
Aiden.
awesome.
Did you mess with Aiden?
probably.
So I don't do it on does in Maryland.
I don't know why my
So-
mom called you Shibe either.
Do any of you guys quarter your deer instead of dragging the whole thing out? Because Al seems, I don't know, I might try quartering next year,
That's my
and
logic.
especially if it's doe.
I've done it. Like this is the first year I really started doing it.
Especially in
and
West
it's so
Virginia.
much easier.
Yes, I was about to say here in PA you don't hunt
No.
far enough to do that,
West Virginia, I would
unless we
definitely
go
do it.
on a fucking
I mean,
track.
he does, but he has the Gator to grab anything,
Yeah.
so it doesn't matter.
Well, it depends what kind of track it takes us on. Yes, we can always usually get in the general vicinity with the Gator, but
Joe was talking about Smith's catch and saying
I'm
interception.
gonna have to walk outside and take a piss.
Like we literally dominated them. You must be talking about football.
I'm mic'd up. Bill, why don't you come participate in the Chronicles? Yeah, I'm gonna call you out. What are you doing? And you're still on a 40.
Jeez, Bill, you're behind. Oh,
You're
cramp.
bumming me out.
Oh my God.
That's and the head off the fan.
Woo!
Oh man,
I'm like Todd was last week.
this is escalating quickly. This is why you drink water, everybody.
There's water in my beer. I'm just watching myself on the camera. Holy crap.
I love this.
I'll stand for a bit. What do you think about that, Ian?
Funny?
Aiden, this is why you drink water, buddy.
Oh, yeah, drink water.
Yeah,
Yeah,
root beer.
birch
Hell
beer.
yeah.
Oh, it's still there. Oh, there it goes away. Thank God. That was terrible.
Oh man. I don't know what else there is to talk
Coffee and beer. We'll do that.
about. Yeah. Yeah, if you mix some waters in there, you're okay. But
Well, I did have a Dr. Pepper.
I felt like crap after Maryland, after
Still
West
not
Virginia.
water.
I felt like crap after
Oh!
West Virginia.
It's coming back. I need to go for a walk.
He's cramping. Yeah, take some Benadryl.
Watch out, eh?
I'm gonna be fast asleep in an hour though.
We should do a competition. There's a whole jar of pickles in the fridge.
Oh.
Yep.
I think you guys should have a competition.
Why didn't you bring Nessie?
It's his one way.
Well, buddy,
Why didn't you bring Nessie?
Nissa's sleeping probably.
I thought she had work tonight.
No, she is actually off this week because she's actually going hunting this week.
Oh, are you gonna hang out and drink tonight?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm fine
okay.
with that.
Good.
She actually just texted me and said, "Please let me know if you need a ride." She is awesome. She really is.
You could just sleep down here though.
Yeah, but the fact that she deals with all of you guys and
I mean,
is
that's
fine
fair.
with it.
We like her. She's a good one.
Like I said, yesterday I was really trying to get her to shoot that doe. It did not play out. And then we did have a buck come in, but it came in that fast and shot straight up the mountain then. It sucked. It honestly did suck. I felt bad. I really wanted to get her on one, but it is what it is.
So the problem with where you guys are hunting, like, and so this is one of the points I wanted to bring up. Like, it's almost nice in rifle season because these deer are still on their regular patterns. They're not being thrown off by a million hunters in the woods anymore, right? Which is very nice if you're trying to hunt them. But the Amish drive the entire valley out here, dude. They
Yeah, but-
drive all
well-
26 miles of freaking
Well, that's
Clark's
the valley, but they don't drive where up on Redding Anthracite. They don't.
They
And that's-
can't, but they
well-
drive the top of it, so they push deer off the top to you guys maybe. But you don't know
Well-
when they're doing it because they don't drive that on the first day.
No, they'll do it this week.
Yeah.
This week, there's all this week. I guarantee if I go down to Chuck's one night this week, I'm gonna see lines or a bundle of people just sitting on the road waiting to be picked up by a bus.
I hate the Amish. I'm just gonna come out and say it.
Well, and I personally think driving should be illegal.
People drive. So we have a bunch of where I hunt down in Maryland. There's a bunch of there's a lot of so where I hunt in Maryland, it's bow only. It's archery only, and yet there's Pennsylvania hunters who come down there. There's like 30 or 40 of them that come down and they drive the archery only areas, and I'm like. And the problem I have with it is I have several people on my channel who live down there, and then they message me like, hey, found 3 dead deer today. Like, these people just shoot them with bows and don't find them. And I'm like, yeah, because you're shooting at a running deer. It's so unethical. And, like, drives in general, even with a rifle, I think are pretty unethical.
And I think driving in general should be illegal. You guys can hop in on this. Shibe's still working out a cramp. People in the chat can hop in on this. Driving it should be illegal. It's not hunting.
You're scaring deer and shooting.
You're scaring deer and pretty much just letting lead go through the woods, and you don't know what you're hitting. Like, there's how many other hunters in the woods? Like, you don't know if that bull is gonna hit a tree, or if there's somebody right there that's gonna hit. It's not safe.
I mean, you're literally like with rifles. You have people who are shooting at deer that are running from other people. You're shooting in the direction of people. That's what it is. Yeah,
Who also have
it's
rifles.
legal. I'm not gonna say anything like, oh, you shouldn't do it. It's legal. They have every right to do it. I wish it wasn't, but it is what it is.
Like, when we were younger, we had parts of land where it was just us on it, and my dad would send one of us down, hey, push this out. Push the deer out from this lower section up. But it wasn't like it was lined off. No, it's just like, we know they're down low. Just get them up here. But only people that were there were me, Toddy, my cousin Corey, my dad. And they were always facing up, so they would wait until the deer come up by them and then shoot.
I think people also need to understand that, like, when we're talking deer drives and you see the Amish drive deer down here, they drive deer with literally 50 to 100 people. It's not a 10-man group. It's 50 to 100 people out in the woods. It's not even legal how many people they use to drive deer.
And Brad said it, pretty reckless in his opinion. No time to evaluate your shot and what's in the background or your shot. I'm not a fan. And I had this the first day of rifle season one time when it was the first 3 days were honestly buck only. I was sitting in my one tree stand. This was probably about, when did they change buck only from the first 3 days of buck only to?
I've only been hunting for 4 years.
Was that 6 years ago, Donald?
Buck only?
Well, where they went from first 3 days was only buck only. Was that 6 or 7 years ago when that ended?
I don't know. It was buck and doe only, and then they went back to the first 3 days were buck, and then it was does, but before that it was all buck, and then 3 days of doe only.
But there was 3 days where the first 3 days was only buck only. So the first day of rifle opener in PA, I had people driving right underneath my tree stand. And I looked at the one guy, I go, what are you guys doing? Oh, we're driving. I go, how are you supposed to see what you're shooting at? You guys do realize it's only buck only. They go, well, yeah. I go, so how do you know what you're shooting at? How do you know that's a legal buck?
They don't. They just spray and pray.
I'm half convinced that doe I found down in West Virginia, somebody shot thinking they just shot a deer and they didn't have a doe tag.
Clearly,
It was a perfect
blood shot, or the blood trail was clear enough to
in
follow.
the rain. Like, and that's the part that really grinds my gears. Is that and those are all Pennsylvania hunters, right? So I know they do the same shit up here.
Yeah.
They shoot it because it's moving and it's brown.
Yep.
And then they get up to it, oh, I don't have a doe tag, and they just leave it.
Mother, to answer your question, Toddy's over here on the couch talking to Bill. Go back on you. I forget where we were at there. I was going to say something.
Driving.
No, it was what you
It's
said.
the doe. If I would have found it the night before, I would have taken it. But I don't know how long that deer's been sitting. It was too warm to keep it. Like,
Yeah, rigor set in. I mean,
no, I'm not taking that deer.
it was
Other
too
people
warm
said
with
they
the
would
guts
take it.
in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If you had that thing skinned and quartered, like, or just skinned and it was hanging, it was one thing. But, like, by the time I found it, it was already, like, 50s. It's too hot for that.
Yep.
I forget what I was going to piggyback off of that, and I can't remember it now. Fuck.
Dead deer, somebody shot at the leg, didn't take it.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania hunters.
So yeah, I don't know how often that happens around here. Like, at least, oh no, my computer's doing something weird. Hopefully, I didn't lose the interwebs.
I'm still moving on your phone, so.
Well, the phone's good. The computer's crap. And we're back. Where is Toddy? Oh,
I say he was already over the couch talking
so
about
yeah, the whole driving.
It should be out. It should be illegal.
Thanks, buddy.
It 100% should be illegal.
I mean,
It's unsafe.
I partaked in drives before, but I was always a sitter.
But now,
You know what I mean?
but as you sit here and think about it now,
I don't think the people driving should be shooting. That's why you have sitters. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
I
Yes.
think driving should just be illegal in
Driving's
general.
gay.
It's not hunting. That's not hunting.
Just did.
That's not hunting. That's not part of the sport, and it's super unsafe.
Well,
Yeah, but.
I mean, it's like how
that's not gonna get
people
hit in trouble.
scout turkey sometimes when they're turkey hunting. How many
Because it's
people?
adult
How many
owners,
times
that's
do you hear
okay.
somebody got shot during turkey season because somebody crept up and heard a gobble?
It's okay.
yeah.
Like, it's
Yeah, because you can actually get like strikes with YouTube, and it's a big thing. So.
Well,
Yeah.
here's Jeff said it's just like baiting.
I just don't want to get you guys in trouble.
That's cheating. It's not hunting. I mean, it's waiting. Baiting is waiting. You know what I mean? And if it's
You
legal,
got a whole rhyme.
if it's legal, go for it. If it's not, whatever.
I
You know
mean,
what
I put it this way: if they're gonna keep on letting driving happen, they might as well just let fucking nighttime hunting.
That's really quite.
Well, that's a
quite a
difference.
jump
That's
there.
different.
That's quite a jump
At least
there.
you can see
Or
what
we
you're
drove
shooting.
at night, Tim.
At least you can see what you're shooting at.
You can drive at night and shoot.
At least you can see what you're shooting. Brad said he remembers years ago they would go down and drive in the woods. There would be like 50 people. I don't like it.
Oh,
They
were
limit
we?
They limit the number.
We
of maximum
yes, you have.
numbers.
If you were putting on a drive, you have to have a roster, and I think it's 25. I think it's 25
They come
people.
out with 50 to 100 people.
But how they do
But
it
if you have two 25 people rosters, that's 50 people.
yeah. And like, how many times do we drive down Clark's Valley during rifle season? You see people huddled in a circle, just waiting for a
no.
bus to pick them up.
I never drive down Clark's Valley, so
Their direction.
they never have to.
No, I mean just going down to Chucky. Like, there's how many times last year going down. to
Lone
Chucky?
joke. Hello from Turkey.
I'm not. He's
Turkey?
mic'd up.
Is that Turkey?
Yeah.
Where?
I was looking.
Turkey. It was Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Hello from Turkey. Well, hello from Pennsylvania. United States type.
We are America.
Can't argue
There you
with
go. Can't argue with that.
Yeah.
Woo!
Love that for you. Good job, Aiden. Way to get in here. Your comebacks and your horse shit gets better every day. Teaching you right.
Yeah, bullets. I mean, like when we did it, we had drivers and sitters. Like we wouldn't just. I mean, I'm sure they still do it that way, but
That's exactly.
the drivers would never be shooting at deer.
Can you imagine if I had an AR-10 for that?
Not never.
I would like
The best drivers in a drive are the tops and the bottoms.
the flanks.
When they run,
Are you a top or a bottom? That's really the
I'm a
question.
power bottom.
Okay. You know, I said that to Sam, but I don't know what that is, so.
My mom said parents don't care when you are hunting.
Lyle Harkness said he made it late, but he made it. Well, thanks for stopping in.
Thanks for stopping in. Cheers.
Freaking awesome.
Like I said, there's times where I push deer for people, but that's
Just because you got bored and you started walking, or what?
well, no.
there's a
Like when I was
difference.
younger, like when we hunted above Corey's and we had permission to hunt up there, I would go down across the road and push that lower section out. Guess what? No shots happened until the deer were already past the people sitting.
I learned years ago to stay in my stand, because once I got on my stand and I'm walking, I'm pushing deer to people and they're shooting them.
I was the youngest. I didn't have a choice.
Deer react differently when one person bumps them versus when you have 50
People
Jacobs
just-
and Aarons or whatever.
Jebediahs.
biblical- Yeah, Jebediahs walking
Well,
through the woods.
it's like today.
Clapping and hollering and pushing people.
It's like today. It was real quiet walking because the leaves are wet. You know what I mean? The trails run down because of the gator, and the leaves are wet. So I could walk up that trail. The deer didn't even know I was there. They seen me before they heard me, and I just looked over and like, oh, well, there's a doe just staring at me like.
Well, and even where I hunt, like it's harder to do anything. Like the deer are so comfortable. We're up on Redding Anthracite land right now because they open that to a riding club.
I'm telling you, come Tuesday when it's snowing, and those deer are laying, that's going to be a time to walk and catch them bedded down.
They might not be bedded. Sometimes in the shitty days, like the snowy days, like they're up feeding.
I guarantee your dad's going to go for a walk if it's snowing, if he's off.
Old man's off, but old man don't like to go out by himself a lot.
Yeah, you never shoot too. Well, normally the deer are 100 yards ahead of your drivers. I mean, if they're driving say they're driving for a mile, those deer are beating feet. It's not like they're right in front of them. So those deer are pretty far out ahead of your drivers. I mean, from what I remember. So, and hell, all our drivers used to just take an empty bullet shell and use that as a whistle. Just blow over the top like a bottle. And that would move the deer. You know what I mean?
I see them clap their hands. If you're moving through, like, and
Yo,
the thing is, they're not spread out enough to, like, the Amish, they're spread out like 50 yards. Like, there's not deer sitting between them.
Tony, we are not allowed to bait here in Pennsylvania.
So in Pennsylvania, if you do have anything out, mineral block, mineral
It
lid,
has to be
corn,
it has to be up and the remnants
even
30
the dirt,
days 30 days prior to the season.
even the dirt. Like so, you would have to go in there and
So if
dig
you have a
that
salt
dirt up.
block down, you had to dig a hole and get as much of the salt out of. I don't know how you're going to do it, but whatever.
I put salt blocks out throughout the summertime, but I put them on a stump. So when it's done,
How do you remove the stump?
it's a cut, a log, a round, not a stump, a
Oh,
round.
okay, all right.
So I can easily load that round up, and then I just burn it later on.
How's it burn? Salty.
Burns, salty. I don't taste it.
Tim gives a little lick before he burns it.
Yep, I remember you.
Yep, that's
But
the right one.
like so if I put mineral out, I'll put it on a round because I can go out there in the Gator or 4-wheeler, load it up, and it's out of there.
Yep.
If you
But-
put it straight on the ground though, like you have to dig all that dirt up around it.
Yep. Here in Pennsylvania, we are not allowed to. Look, you're technically not allowed to feed.
I think down in 5C, like the Philly areas, they're allowed to.
Yes. Like
I
there
think
is
there's
some
two,
areas
I think
that
there's
you're
two
allowed to bait.
two WMUs that allow it.
Yeah.
You're storing how many blowies?
Corn and apples. Like we
No
don't
blowies in
have
the basement.
no blowies in the
No
basement.
basement blowies.
We can. Are you gonna replace the glass in the wood stove? It's like $200.
But we can accumulate blowies as we go. Right?
Yeah.
Well-
We get a
oh, yeah,
real good
absolutely.
night of blowies.
Don't waste them if you're gonna drink them.
And then Donnie can pee in them.
I didn't buy blowies because I didn't have a fire tonight.
Basil blow.
Yep, bear.
Rick.
Yep.
And then Donnie can pee.
Yeah.
Your
Then-
face is looking better right tonight. You're getting
Corn
I'm getting
and
that.
apples for the squirrels.
You're
Any
getting
deer
bread.
stealing their
I'm
shot.
good.
Yes.
The benefits.
Yes. I've seen signs. I've seen signs. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Hey, you want one?
No,
Okay, good. Good answer.
You want to fucking
Good answer.
I have a room.
Well, we've been going for.
We have 27 people on.
Yeah.
It's been steady. It's been steady.
If anybody has actual, like, legitimate any questions, throw
Yeah,
them out
we're-
there.
Hang on.
We're gonna shut her down here in 5
minutes.
minutes.
Open it up to
Q&A. I mean, this whole thing's been Q&A, but let's do Q&A.
Yeah.
Tim's favorite part.
You always have to open up a Q&A.
It's been Q&A all night.
No, but if anybody has legitimate...
Tim, give us answers.
Yeah.
The people want answers.
Yeah,
Tim.
not long drawn out ones.
You know what? I got Q&A. I got a question.
I'll
Why haven't you
answer.
shot more deer, Tim?
Because I suck.
Okay. There's the answer.
He doesn't hunt enough. He has a girlfriend.
I hunted. I hunted this year more than what I probably did in the past 4 years.
And you got 0 deer.
I have one.
1 deer. Sorry.
Missed several.
Over and out, guys. All right. I think Jason's out. See you, Jason. Thanks
I
for
heard
coming
it was a
in.
small dog that he shot.
Yeah.
Me and Chuck.
He ratted you out. It was a wild dog.
Me and Chuck switch
Lone
roles.
joke.
Switch roles.
Well, I
this
appreciate you, buddy. I respect you too.
I think Chuck's just getting better at it.
I don't know that
You're
person.
getting
Respect
worse.
him. You
You're
know
on the
that?
decline.
All right. We respect you.
If he respects me, I'm gonna respect him.
Fair enough.
Quid pro quo, I guess.
I think
I'm not Joe though.
I think that's when you get a blowy and then you give him a raise. I think you got that all wrong.
The same kind of blowies.
Oh no.
Okay.
Same
We
here
get
in
a
New York.
brief on
Can't
this
be
every year. Hold
anything. No reverends and yeah. So yeah, New York. You can't bait, or you can feed them, but you got to remove everything, even the dirt.
Maryland, you can bait on private land.
Well, it's the same way in West Virginia.
Yeah.
And I will
Yeah.
honestly say, it's great for where I hunt because the deer all sit on the public land and then they go up to the feeders at night and it's very predictable.
The one Virginia guy, Todd, can you bait in Virginia?
No.
No baiting in Virginia.
You're not even allowed to feed them between the months of September and January.
Oh, there you
But
go.
you could just murder 10.
6, and then you
sure.
can pay. So for an out-of-state
Don't bait
license-
them, but get rid of them.
For an out-of-state license, for another $30, you can get 6.
Yeah, so for some odd reason, somebody could have killed a hammer down there of an 8-pointer if they were down there this week.
Outdoors with this guy
Maybe he's
said he's really considering
Maybe it
building
was
a
hammer
firewood
from Virginia.
in-feed hopper from a manure spreader. You think it will work? I think it would. I mean, you might be limited to some weight, but I mean,
anywhere on the cement there.
you
bro.
can try it.
Are you
Definitely
taking a
try
piss? You taking a piss? Go out there.
And up the hill.
Go up
Up the steps.
Yeah, it's dark outside, buddy. Like that. John Mellon.
I mean, hopefully Todd has his spot for Virginia next year. I would love that because I actually might get my license.
I think you saw in the house.
Well, then you should probably buy it.
Unless you are handicapped, you can bait, or unless you're not handicapped, or if I think if you are handicapped, you can bait in New York where you hunt. I think that's what that's supposed to say. Well, that's interesting.
Bedford's out Pittsburgh area.
I know where Bedford is.
I might take up the
Where
apprentice
I go up and I
license in Virginia. I think it's only $50 for non-resident next year.
That's where Woods Mom
Is this an action set?
Yeah, sure is.
up there at Shawnee State Park.
All day.
But there's a bunch of them.
Logger Jason is back. Well, we're about to shut her down here. All you have to do is remove the beaters / throwers to conveyor and manure spreader
Yes, it is done.
to a hopper. I think it'll work fine.
So the only
You're just looking at a weight issue. I mean, those chains can. I mean, you might break some chains until you figure it out, but I think you'll be fine with that hopper, the manure spreader to the hopper conveyor.
Whew, it's cold. You're good. You're good.
Is it chilly out there?
It's
Yeah,
chilly.
I went around the corner. I cornered the house, and it was the wind straight.
Oh, I
Oh,
went right out them steps.
Gotta let some of the heat out.
Yeah, somebody left that door open last night. Can you believe that?
yeah. Some drunk asshole that got home at 2 a.m. and left the door open. It was 72 in my house.
Been holding 30 people the whole time.
That's good though.
Are
Where'd
you
Al
ready-
go?
Are you ready for the snowstorm coming?
Oh, I am ready.
I'm not. Only thing it takes me to get ready is put the plow on the 4-wheeler and we're good to go.
No, I'm done plowing. I just snowblow.
We don't need a front of plow on a 4-wheeler.
I'm on.
Why? How do you clear your driveway?
Kubota?
That
that's
Kubota,
right.
yeah, you're
The
still
Kubota.
gonna need the 4-wheeler. Trust me.
Guys working all week.
I am off Thursday,
Monday,
Friday.
Tuesday.
I'm
off Wednesday.
I'm off Thursday, Friday.
We should get together and do a push.
So you want to
we
drive?
No, we just talked about not doing that.
Bill wants to do a drive on Wednesday.
Bill, I'll drive my truck straight into your damn house.
No, I'm talking about helping each other out. We're not driving, we're pushing.
I have a stand that I'm going to sit in Thursday, Friday, and it's
Logger Jason
I'm
said
gonna
they
kill
got
Deere.
hammered with snow. Yes, it's definitely coming our way. Come Tuesday, they're calling for 3 to 5. We'll see if it changes.
my shooting rest should also be
but
here in the next couple days.
I'm excited,
So
especially during hunting season. You can't complain about snow during hunting season. I mean, if you do, you're probably not a hunter.
I was so excited for that today just to see a deer to swing one at it. That would have been easy tracking.
Yeah, if you hit it. If you hit it, Tim, it's easy tracking.
I gotta figure something out.
Look, I have a shooting rest coming. I know the 6.5's on. 30-30's in the vicinity. I'm going to be good.
All right, well, let's close this thing out.
You want
It's 9:15.
That's what you want.
So
Come out and say it. Yeah, he wants
we're
us
gonna
push
shut
you.
her down. We got a couple people here. We're gonna
When did you ever put
have a few more beers
I'll
and
push deer for anybody if somebody
maybe
lay
shoot some
one
deers
down.
tomorrow.
You
So
can't push deer where I'm at because you're not a member up there.
anyway, guys, thanks for the moderators. We never really have any problems in here, but you guys are in here to take care of it. And hell yeah,
There was
Another-
actually no bad comments tonight. I was very
another
impressed.
Campfire Chronicles in the
What
book.
was this?
What number are we?
20? 20?
Nah, they were past 20.
21?
21. His was 20.
Number 21. So
You guys really need to start putting them in your
good one, Aiden. America. All right, guys. Thanks for stopping in here
Bill, come
again.
on.
Thanks for the moderators.
Yeah, why don't you
Appreciate
get
everybody coming in. Who's next? Bill. Bill is next.
Bill
I
is
think.
next.
Oh, what's up, guys?
So Bill is next on Campfire Chronicles. So next Sunday,
Bowmat Outdoors.
7:30-ish. Outdoors.
ish.
Again, we got myself outside with Shab. We got Outdoor for Short, Bowmat Outdoors, and Rivers and Recurves. Big Al over there that gets the hives and cuts his ear off and stuff. It's all good.
Someone's got to do it. Someone's got to keep it entertaining.
But anyway, again, appreciate everybody being here, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Woo! Now it's too far away. I can't touch the X.
Get it.
Reach.
Oh, there you go.
I always believe in you.
Ah! Ah, it is.